All right, Pisces, I want to jump in. Oh, goodness. I still have not taken this headphone out. Actually, let me do that. I want to jump in, and I'm going to see two things, okay? I'm going to see what good things are heading your way and what things do you need to be cautious of. So let's jump into it. Guys, if you need anything, check it out down below. It's always pinned in the comment section. So what good things are heading your way? Guys, I have my eBay and my Etsy shop down there if you ever want to check it out. Patreon and channel members see these first. I also have readings down there. So, okay, what good things are heading your way? Some of you could be deciding to go get chickens or ducks, or some of you could be about to buy, I want to say land or a farm, or you could have the opportunity to broaden your future. So this could be something as simple as, I want to work for someone. A good thing heading your way is that you could actually have an idea to start your own business. And if you hit the ground running, it could become huge. Let's say that this is you wanting to buy a house. You might actually have the opportunity to buy a home with land or like a farm, something that you never expected. Some of you, another good thing that could be heading your way is a season of dating, flirting, playing, and having fun. So it really depends where you're at in your life. If you're single, baby, there could be an opportunity for you to date someone that you're going to have a blast with. Not only a blast on outside, but a blast on inside, if you know what I mean. Like, you and this person are going to connect in so many different ways that it's going to be addictive, and it's going to be one of the funnest chapters of your life. Now, if you're in a relationship or if you're married, I see you guys really exploring a new chapter of fun. Like, okay, we haven't went and did this in a few years. Let's go do this. You remember when we first met and we would go skateboarding together, we would go snowboarding. I think we should get the snowboards out and we should go this year. I see you guys really leaning more into your play. Like, we need to have fun. We need to get reconnected to us and why we fell in love. Okay, what good things are coming your way? A lot of things are going to be blooming in your future. So if you've been putting in time, attention, and effort, expect blooming. Relationships, friendships, children. Let's say that you have a child and you've been working on something specific, whether it's like algebra or them learning how to punctuate at the end of sentences. You're going to start noticing here in the future that that's going to bloom. The baby's getting it. That's what you're going to realize. Let's say that you've been trying to pay off debt. You're going to realize, okay, I'm really getting that debt paid off. I'm making progress. You're going to start noticing a lot of progress where you've been consistently putting in effort. Whether this is, again, saving money. Some of you, you've been working on renovating your home. And in a minute, you're going to sit down and go, oh my God, we've got so much done. We have a lot more to do, but we've got a lot done this year. Again, this could be your finances. This could be you. This could be you working on the way that you're eating, working on your education, and you're going to start blooming in ways that you didn't expect. This could be people telling you, you're looking really good. Have you been working out? Actually, I have. Thank you. That's what I'm saying, okay? That's what I'm saying. Can I have more? What good things are coming your way? Some of you, there's a reunion coming your way, but I'm not going to speak too much into that. Yeah. Good things coming your way, knowing your worth, removing yourself from situations when you know you deserve better. Some of you, you could have an animal that's obsessed with your clothing or blankets because I have a sweater. Actually, my kid wore it the other day. She wore it for a costume, and Ella's trying to get it. Ella loves any clothes that smell like us. So she's trying to get it. And some of you, you could have an animal that does that. There's going to be a lot of changes coming your way. Give me some more for the changes that are coming your way. Give me some more for the changes coming your way. Okay. Okay, there's going to be a change around a soulmate. So some of you, there is someone that you're either romantically interested in, someone you're married to, someone you're dating. It depends how you view a soulmate. So here's the thing. I view soulmates as people that come into our life and change us to our core. I don't view a soulmate as the love of your life, okay? A soulmate could be a child. A soulmate could be a friend. It's someone who sees you and accepts you and loves you. It's someone who sees the bad in you and recognizes and can put a light on the fact that that bad isn't really that bad. It's someone who supports you. To me, that is a soulmate. Here coming up, there's going to be a change around a soulmate, okay? So this could be that love of your life, the person that you're with, you feeling like, okay, maybe we're not compatible. Maybe we're not meant to be together. That could be the moment that he or she comes to you and says, hey, you're right. I think we should go to counseling. You're right. I do think that we've grown apart and we need to fall in love with who we are now. And I don't want to give up on this, and I don't think you should either. That's what I'm saying. There is someone changing externally to you because you, I don't want to say that you demanded it, but you gave them to grace. You gave them the grace that they need to turn into who they're meant to be. And your love has helped them change and evolve. So you're going to notice here coming up that someone wants to be a version of them that they feel like you see. Now, this again could be a kid. You know, some of you, you have a young adult of a kid, and this kid's been running amok. And maybe you've their butt and been like, listen, it's time to get you together. This could be that kid saying, you're right, Mom, it's time for me to grow up. I've been going out here, I've been partying, I'm 21 years old, I need to be an adult, I want you to treat me like an adult, well, I need to act like one. And this could be the moment that that does turn around in a way that you never expected, okay? All right. There's also somebody that you released yourself from that's missing you. Can I get a little bit more for the good things that are heading your way? Oh my God, Two of Cups. Babes, a life that you're going to love is heading your way. So this is living in a neighborhood you've always wanted to live in. This is having more family get-togethers. This is feeling completely fulfilled with where your life is at. What good things are heading your way? Give me more. I need more. You also have a lot of apologies that are going to be coming in here coming up. It's going to take a lot of strength and courage for these people to approach you and to admit that they were in the wrong or to tell you that they're sorry, but I do see that happening as well. So that's a good thing. There's a possibility for you to heal relationships if that's what you want, but sometimes the good part of it is them having the strength and the courage to do something that they once were not able to do, or they were not able or not willing to do. That could be the good thing here. That doesn't mean that you have to accept them back. I think Spirit is just telling you that a lot of things are about to go in your favor in a way that you've either not wanted or you've not expected. Can I get a little bit more? Maybe around your money and your career. Let's see what good things are happening around your money and your career. Okay, I see you being practical and logical, and I see you taking action when it comes to your money and your career. I see you cutting through the bull, okay? So if there's anything in the dark, you're cutting through it. So here coming up, when it comes to your money and your career, I see you taking the bull by the horns. So let's say that you've been unsure if you could stay in a company and you've been waiting for the company to give you a raise, give you that promotion. I see you being in the energy here coming up where you're going to burst into the office and go, listen, I'm ready to get my 2 weeks. So you guys know something's got to happen. I need a promotion. I need a raise, or I need to get my out of here. Yeah, I know a lot of people ain't hiring, but I can't keep doing this. I can't keep doing this. So I see you really kind of like busting forth and saying enough is enough. Enough is enough. And if that means me taking action, if that means me being practical and logical when it comes to my money and my career, then so damn be it. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. That's what I'm saying. Can I get a little bit more? Now, if you are jobless, they want you to give it time, okay? They want you to give it time. This could be a season of you surrendering, trusting that what's happening in the dark is going to be in your favor. Yeah, because something's going to come to light. Some of you are so stressed right now, rightfully so, because maybe your money isn't where it needs to be. Maybe you don't have any finances at all. Maybe you don't have a job. People are not hiring you. You're struggling. Spirit is telling me to give it time, that something will be turning around for you, that what you're struggling with right now is your lack of control and your lack of being able to see what the future holds and where you're going. This is a season for you to register what you're feeling. Because some of you, there's a lot that you're feeling and you're having a hard time admitting that. You could feel like a failure. You could feel like you try to be pushed back and you're sick and tired of trying. Admit all those feelings to you and to yourself and recognize you have no control. And I see you surrendering to the process. I can only do what I can do. I'm doing my part and that is enough. And I see you getting not only truth and clarity, but you getting something that you need. So this could be you doing application after application after application and feeling like this is a waste of time. I don't know why I keep doing this. I'm ready to give up. That could be the moment that you get a phone call and it's like, oh, okay, I'm not going to give up. I just got a phone call. I got hired. That's great. And it's the shift that I want. The pay's more than I want. That's what I'm saying. Give it time though, okay? Give it time. Have strength, have courage. Okay. Okay. What do you need to be cautious of? What do you need to be cautious of? So I just seen someone's name, Robbie. So if any of you have been dealing with a Robbie, maybe be careful of that, okay? What should you be cautious of? Okay. What you should be cautious of is that you are going to get an opportunity to heal something that is past the point of healing. So there is something that you once wanted that's coming to you in almost an inconvenient, I don't want it time. And Spirit is telling you to see that as you being protected from something you don't want. Okay, so a good example would be, let's say that this is a lover who's popping up 4 months later. Hey, I want to offer you love. I'm a different person than I was 4 months ago. You need to be cautious. First, when someone shows you who they are, believe them. Second, people do change, but people do not change in 4 months. And you cannot convince me otherwise. And I am seeing that Spirit is telling you that one of the things that you need to be cautious of is keeping your boundaries exactly where they need to be. Because I see an energy of testing your boundaries. This could also be something as simple as you getting an offer that you once wanted. You don't want it anymore. And it's like, what's the catch? This could be a job where, let's be honest, let's be real, it's too far away from your home. It doesn't pay enough. The benefits are trash. They've not even offered you the job until 4 months later. What's the point of taking that job? It's not benefiting you in any way, shape, or form. And Spirit is telling you that it could be beneficial for you. And you need to be cautious because you might end up working there for 2 weeks and 2 months. 2 weeks or 2 months and then realize I wish I would have never taken this job. So be careful of taking a job, taking a lover, taking an offer that feels, I want to say icky and like it's not meant to be yours. So again, that would be a job where you know, okay, there's no point in me even entertaining this. It's too far away. I'm not going to get paid enough to be able to cover everything that I need to cover. The benefits aren't that good. So what's the point of putting yourself in that job? For what? For 2 weeks, 2 months? For you to get more behind on bills? For you to spend so much money to go over there? For you to be stressed more out? No. You need to be cautious of that. And I feel like Spirit is telling you, be cautious of the opportunities or the things that are coming up where your intuition is going to scream, don't you fucking dare, but your head's going to go, but what if? Now, this could be entertaining that ex where you know good and well there ain't no way that you guys are going to heal that. But here coming up, this could be your time where you're like, but what if they've changed in 4 months, baby? They have not changed in 4 months, okay? They might have changed their mind. They might have changed their approach. But if the relationship was failing 4 months ago, unless they're willing to be a different version and you are too, nothing's going to change. And Spirit is asking you to be cautious of healing something when it's not really healable. Why is this not able to be in your life? Let me ask that. So if this is a job opportunity, this is a job opportunity where you're going to give and give and give and give. You could work here for 8 months, 8 years, but it's going to end up ending regardless. If this is a lover, this is a lover who has been taking the time to maybe heal, rest, and reflect. But the only thing you guys have in this relationship is passion. It doesn't really have stability, consistency, or clarity. So this would be the kind of lover where they're going to come in. They weren't ready to give this relationship the attention 4 months ago. Now they are. Okay, awesome, great, grand. They might only want to give this relationship attention though because of the passion. So you might notice that it's going to lack stability. It's going to lack clarity. There's going to be conversations they're going to dodge. It's going to end up ending anyways because this person doesn't necessarily want the relationship with you. They want the recognition that comes from having a relationship with you. What do I mean by that? This person does not want to nurture a relationship. They want you to see them as relationship material. So as long as you're willing to be in a fantasy, it's going to be great, grand, awesome. But as soon as the fantasy falls and you're like, okay, wait a second, you want a relationship, then it's going to take this. we're not doing that. I don't desire to do that. That's this person's energy. And you need to be cautious of that, okay? Now, this could also be a job that's going to offer you something. And it could be seasonal work. And Spirit is telling you, do not take seasonal work and think that it's going to be long-term work, okay? Because I am saying that ultimately something's going to end up ending even when you don't want it to. So be cautious of putting yourself in cycles or patterns when you see it clearly, but maybe you don't want to see it clearly. That's what I'm saying. Okay. What do you need to be cautious of? Be cautious of having so much compassion for people that you put yourself in a predicament. So here's the thing. You got a good heart. You got a big heart. And I'm going to tell you what I tell my kid. Be careful of feeling sorry for people who put themselves in that situation. It's okay for you to have compassion. It's okay for you to want to give to others and to want to show up for others, but do not do it at the sacrifice of yourself. If you want to give money to someone that is homeless, that needs it, that's okay. But also recognize that when you give them that money, you can't control how they use it. And that person, you have compassion for them, but you might not know why they're homeless. I'm saying here coming up that you need to be very cautious of giving people your compassion that don't deserve it. So this could be, let's say a family member is going to call and want to borrow money. You feel bad for them. I can't feed my babies. I'm about to get evicted. Okay, you can have compassion for them. If you want to pay their bill, if you want to go buy them groceries, there's nothing wrong with that. But that might be the same person that in 3 months you're seeing take a vacation that you know they can't afford and they still owe you money. Spirit is telling you that one of the things you need to be cautious of is letting your heart get in the way of your brain and your common sense. If you're going to help someone, if you're going to give someone something, give it to them from the goodness of your heart without any expectation of getting it back or what they're going to do once they get it. Because I am saying that some of you, you're going to want to let someone back into your life and then they're going to kind of slap you in the face. So this could be giving someone a car to help them. Tax time comes around, boom, they done got another car and they sold the car that you gave them for free. They got an upper hand now. They didn't ask you if you wanted that car back. They didn't care. Well, let's be honest, let's be real. You had compassion for someone who kept putting themselves in that predicament because of their own choices. So you can be mad at them, but you also need to be mad at yourself. And that's what I'm saying. So be careful here coming up of helping someone that's not willing to help their own self. There's nothing wrong with having compassion. There's nothing wrong with showing up for people. There's nothing wrong with bailing someone out. But if every single time you bail them out, they do it again, they're not learning their lesson, okay? Be cautious of that. This could be that family member, that friend that's constantly getting their car towed. They know that they need to pay their car payment, but they're not. So then they call you. You have compassion for them, but compassion does not mean giving them what they want. And some of you, you've got to recognize that you could be getting in the way of someone's life lesson. Someone might have to fall on their butt for them to learn, okay, I need to make my car payment a priority. I can't keep getting it towed because nobody will get it out for me. But I am saying that if you're not careful, you might give into this and then regret it. Whether it's giving someone money, giving someone a place to live and they take advantage of it, giving someone a job and then they don't show up. I definitely see that your good heart could be taken advantage of here coming up, and you need to be cautious of that. So be very aware that boundaries could be beneficial for you here coming up. I don't want you to get taken advantage of, but there is a possibility that you will get taken advantage of if you feel bad for someone because they keep making the same choice. So that's what I'm saying, okay? Give me a little bit more. What do you need to be cautious of? Yeah, you need to be cautious of someone new who hasn't completely released the past. Remember me saying that somebody could be coming in that you could have talked to maybe 4 months ago. They might have already been with someone, or they could have been in the healing process. They still haven't released that person. And that's something you need to be cautious of. Be cautious of letting someone in your life who still has the ghost of someone else with them. So some of you, if you're single, this could be someone new who's going to come across your path. They want to date you, they're interested in you, but they could still be attached to the ghost or the memory of someone else. Be careful with that. Okay? What else do you need to be cautious of? Be careful of someone coming in wanting a fresh start with you when they've sabotaged the start that they had previously. So let's say that you're a manager. This could be someone that you fired, had to let go of, or that could have silently quit, that could be coming back in and saying, I know I disappeared for 2 weeks. I'm sorry. My mama got locked up. I didn't have a babysitter. My car broke. They could tell you a lot of things that got in the way. And I'm seeing that. And I'm seeing that this person could come in and say, do you mind to just give me another job? I promise I'm going to do better. What you need to recognize is that this person has the tendency to self-sabotage. So here's the thing. If your mama going to jail keeps you from going to work, you didn't want to go to work to begin with. That's your mama's choice. That has nothing to do with you, okay? But I'm saying that this could be someone who has the tendency to sabotage fresh starts or effort that they need to put in. So if this is someone who's going to come in and say, this is the reason why I couldn't do this. This is the reason why I couldn't do that. This is the reason why I couldn't show up for my scheduled shift. They're going to try to come in with the hope or the effort or the hope that they can get their job back, that they can have another shot. But Spirit is telling you that this person is a self-sabotager. And if you are going to allow them to come back in and work for your company, to give it time. So maybe give them 1 to 2 days a week. Make sure you have someone on backup because they're probably going to flake, and give them time. Kind of put them on a probationary period. Because I am saying that this person is very spontaneous. And this could be the kind of person where they say that they're going to go to work and then they wake up that morning and they don't feel too good. They don't want to get out of bed. So boom, I'm going to take spontaneous action and I'm not going today. Okay, well, that impulsive action made you lose your job. And I'm seeing that person's energy being like that. So Spirit is telling you that if you want to give this person another opportunity to maybe work for you, this could be someone who mows your yard. This could be someone who does, I don't know, maybe a housekeeper, a bookkeeper, a CPA. If you're going to give them another shot, do it, but do it with probationary period in mind. Don't really believe that this person is going to be a completely different version of them and that they're going to be dedicated and faithful, because they've done shown you once that they're not. And I'm saying that, okay? Just so you know. All right? So, and they're also telling me that maybe you need to open up and let this person know that maybe what you need from them, they're not capable of. So this could be something as simple as, listen, I need you to mow my grass every 3 weeks and you're incapable of showing up and being dedicated. I'm okay with you having a probationary period and you trying to show up the next few weeks, but I'm going to go ahead and let you know that if you don't, you're terminated and you will never be hired here again. So just be upfront. But Spirit's telling you to be cautious, okay? Be cautious, because someone's done shown you that they're a sabotager, that they will sabotage it. So again, this could be a business owner. Have any of you ever dealt with a business owner where they will not contact you back? They will not email you back. It's like they don't even nurture the business. They just let everything fall through the cracks. That's what I'm saying. Well, if that's the case, you don't have to give them your money. You don't have to give them your clientele. Go find someone else. Allow them to sabotage their business, because ultimately they're going to lose clients and have to close the doors. But that is the karma. That is their actions. Their actions got them this karma, which means they have to close the door. And Spirit is saying, you be cautious of this. Don't give someone your work, your effort, your money when they're showing you they don't want to be there. They told you they were going to be there this morning to fix your yard, to fix your toilet. They're not there. Okay, maybe it's time to hire somebody new. Don't keep giving someone a chance after chance after chance after chance when they're showing you that their business is not a priority, that them showing up for their scheduled time for this company is not a priority. That's what I'm saying. And if you're going to give them a shot, give them a probationary period and say, listen, this is what I expect from you. And if not, if you don't give that, you're terminated and this is done. It's that simple. This is business. That's what I'm saying. All right. All right. I hope that makes sense. I'm going to leave it here. Bye, guys.